Hey guys, welcome back. Today on The Untidy Artist, I will be doing the Mayflower Fairy of the Month. This is part of a Fairy of the Month series that I started in December. So if you missed the first part of the series, I will put links in the description of the video below. For whatever reason, I've had the saying, April showers bring Mayflowers, stuck in my head for the past 2 months. And as I was thinking of what to do for this fairy, I really loved the idea of taking a whole bunch of tiny flowers and putting them all over her dress so that she was the Mayflowers part of that saying. So I had everybody vote on Instagram, and you guys picked out this really pretty peachy pink colored flower. So with that said, let's grab some supplies and get started. Okay, the first thing we'll need for our fairy is a flower, and this is the one I had everyone vote on. That one. So this is just a really pretty peachy pink flower that I found at Michael's craft store. I'll put a link in the description below. I've also been looking at flowers on Amazon so I can give you guys some more options. I have some really pretty threads that match the flower. I've got this shiny pink I wanted to use for her gloves, and then a darker pink and kind of an orange. And then I have these flowers that I got for a Day of the Dead Fairy a couple of years ago, and it comes with obviously 120 pieces in the package, which is a lot of tiny flowers. So I had tons left over from that project, and I'll be using those on her skirt. I have this pretty little flower fabric embellishment for her hair, a sharp pair of scissors, my trusty glue gun set on low, and of course my fairy doll. Now if you're new to making fairies, you'll want to check out my basic fairy doll tutorial where I take a wooden bead, a piece of floral wire, and some embroidery floss and twist it into this cute little doll. So if you're new to making fairies, I will put a link for that video below in the description. And you can see I've already got her twisted together, so let's get started. Now the first thing I'm going to do is dress her. So I'm taking this orange color and I'm going to start right at her waist and I'm going to wrap it up. We're giving her, I'm just wrapping it right up to underneath her arms. So she's going to have a strapless dress and a little pair of shorts, and this is what we have so far. Then I decided to take that darker pink and I'm just gonna wrap it right up at the top of her dress. So we just get that little pop of color right at the top of her dress. So I just wrapped it around. I wrapped it around a couple times, and then I took my glue gun and really flattened that down. So we just have that little tiny bit of the darker pink at the top of her dress, which I thought was really pretty, and just tied the colors of the skirt together. So once we have that done, we're going to set her aside and pull apart our flower. Now this flower has a lot of really pretty big fluffy petals, which will give her a nice full skirt. So go ahead, get that completely pulled apart, and then you're going to start layering it together in different ways until you have it laying the way that you like. I wanted some of the bigger petals on top to give me room to play with the little tiny flowers. So just kind of lay them together in different ways, overlap them so she has a nice fluffy skirt. You don't want the petals sitting right on top of each other. And then I'm going to grab my scissors and cut an X into the center of each petal. This is so we can push them up and around her waist. Once again, there are more detailed instructions. I go a lot slower in that basic fairy doll tutorial, and the link is below in the description. So I'm going to cut the X into all of the different petals, and then I'm going to start sliding them up and around her waist. Push her feet through that little hole, push them up, and once again, I'm starting to arrange the petals as I'm pushing them up, paying attention to how they overlap on top of each other to give us that full, pretty, fluffy skirt. So you'll continue doing that with all of the petals. And then you're going to grab your glue gun, and I'm going to add tiny dabs of glue in between the layers of the skirt to hold it together. I spend a long time doing this part. I spend a long time arranging the petals back and forth. I'll pause and flip the skirt down so I can see what it looks like to see if it's laying the way that I want. And I just keep adding those little dabs of glue in different spots on the underneath part of her skirt until I have it laying together the way that I want. And the glue will help hold that in place. So I do that in the front, and then I do the same thing in the back. And this is what we have. And I loved how fluffy and beautiful this flower was. It just looks so pretty as a skirt for her dress. And I love the little pops of orange at the bottom of some of the petals. Now I'm going to grab that silky pink and I'm going to give her a pair of gloves. And as I was doing this, I've done gloves before in a lot of videos, but I was wondering if you guys wanted a more detailed video on how to do gloves and shoes. So I'm taking that darker pink and giving her a pair of shoes. This is the same pink we used at the top of her dress. So if you guys want a more detailed video on how to do the gloves and shoes and how exactly I wrap that, please let me know in the comments below. Then I'm going to do her hair. So push the bead down, flip her so she's facing down, and I'm going to put a little dab of glue right at the top of her head, push the bead up so it holds it in place, and then I'm going to spend a long time smoothing out the thread. We want to smooth it out a lot so it lays nicely. So I spend quite a bit of time doing this, and then I'm going to flip it up and around, add a little dab of glue to the back of her head, and then hold that down until the glue dries before I move my finger carefully. I just go back and add small dabs of glue to the side of her head and anywhere that I need to hold that hair down more. And we're just gonna leave her hair down for this tutorial. I do have other fun hairstyles on my YouTube channel. I'll add some of those links below in the description as well. And this is what we have so far. Now for the fun part. I'm going to grab these small flowers, and I find if I kind of put her in the splits, it is easier to work on her dress, adding the decorations. And I dumped some out, and I'm just gonna start kind of laying them on her dress in different ways. I want the colors to flow nicely, and I kind of wanted to get an idea of where I wanted to start adding those before I started gluing them down. So once I've kind of got a general idea of how I want the flowers to go, and I wanted them to cascade down one side of her skirt, I'm gonna grab my glue gun and adding little dabs of glue, I'm going to start adding the flowers. Now you can add the dabs of glue right to her dress, or you can put them on the backs of the flowers, whichever works easier for you, and just start decorating her skirt. This really is the fun part, and this is when her dress really started to come to life. So I'm adding some down the side. I added a few in the back. Once again, paying attention to where I put the different colors. So I'm going to continue adding them down the side of her skirt, and then I'm going to go back through and kind of add little clusters of flowers around the bottom of her skirt in a few different spots. And this is what we have. I love these little flowers on her dress. I think they turned out beautiful. They're happy and bright and very spring-like, and I just was really happy with how this part turned out. The last thing that we're going to do is add a small embellishment to her hair. So I'm going to take that fabric flower and I'm going to add it just on the side. So setting her down again, I'm going to grab my glue gun, decide exactly where I want that flower to go, and I'm going to add some glue to the back of the flower and then place that down against her head. And my suggestion or tip for this part would be to really hold that down tight until the glue sets. And we have our May Flower Fairy of the Month. Be sure to check out my other Flower Fairy of the Month series. I will put links once again for those in the description below. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you want to be the first to know when new videos come out, be sure to click on that bell icon. If you have suggestions for other fairies you'd like to see, post that below in the comments as well. If you're feeling social, follow me on Instagram. You can see some of my crazy daily life as well as other projects that I'm working on. Thanks you guys so much for your support. It's so fun to hear from you. If you make a fairy, I'd love to see it. You can post it on Instagram with the hashtag #UntidyArtistFairyDoll. Thanks for your kind words and all your sweet comments, and we'll see you guys next time.